Welcome to ITW Xtra, powered by JSA. I'm Barb Mitchell, coming to you today live from the floor of ITW at National Harbor. And joining me is Peter Van Burgel, CEO of the Internet Exchange. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to be here.
Yeah, so great to have you. And I mean, we're only on day one, and you've already, we're off to a fast start. I think you had some news hit today. A new press release came out about a new internet exchange in Bangkok.
Correct. Yeah. We have a couple of things coming about. The Bangkok one we introduced today, together with our partners HTC and IGS. And it's exciting because it's the first exchange where we can work nationally and internationally in Thailand. Next to that, indeed, we announced Manila a while ago. And we're working hard also with our partner, Main One, and a new exchange in Lagos in Nigeria. So yeah, all exciting news and getting off to a busy start.
Yeah, and I mean, I think maybe if we could step back from that, this is all amazing news and amazing growth for your organization.
Correct.
Talk about some of the trends that are driving this expansion and the need for this for you.
Yeah, so there's two pieces to it. One is that we are asked to come and help. So that's part of the trend, of course, and we're happy to oblige. But it's also an element of trying to build out the internet. So in our mission statement, we want to try and help build a better society through better internet. And it may be a big goal to achieve, but we believe with better internet, we can actually help local communities thrive. So an element of it is just faster, more of it, but also an element is really in education and really sharing of information, etc. So, that's the trend we're seeing is that in Europe and the US, a lot of the internet, of course, is done. It works.
Right.
But in more emerging markets, there's still a lot of work to be done to expand. And that's why we go into these countries and hopefully help build out the internet.
Yeah, help the entire economies of those.
Yeah, exactly.
Countries. And so, we had an interesting conversation before we were on air, and I'd love to share this with our viewers, just your thoughts on responsible data sharing between the US and Europe and beyond, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, so the US and European Union are again negotiating or trying to negotiate a deal where they can agree on how to treat privacy. And personally, I'm not too positive about the outcome of that because they've tried 2 times and I don't know. Hopefully it's going to work out. But I think there's big differences in how Europe and the US look at privacy. So our view is more on let's try and figure out how you can responsibly share data. And this is, for example, in the healthcare sector or in others where you have to share information, you have to share data. But you want to make sure that that's done in a way that if you're the owner of the data, the other party is not taking advantage of that or your data is not being stolen or misused.
Yeah.
So we are developing technology and services that can really help do that so that the owner knows your data is safe, but the person that wants to use or the organization that wants to use the data also can have access to the data still. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, add value to that. So that's where we are going with it. And we believe we can therefore also protect privacy, even though it's different views of how to deal with privacy across the world.
Yeah. I mean, it's such an important thing to consider and important for you to take that stance, given the reach that you have into many markets. Yeah. So is there anything else, as you think about the rest of this week and meetings and conversations you're going to be having, anything in particular that you're most looking forward to for ITW?
Not one specific thing. I think, again, the 2 elements of our mission, trying to build better internet in terms of really, look around. All of this is about giving us better, faster, more internet.
Yeah.
So that's one part, and many of our meetings are about those. But it's also an element of really trying to add that value. So we truly believe as AMS IX we are slightly different than many others. So we also spend a lot of time talking to governments or regulators or partners to really define what that is, better internet. Because there's also a risk of what's in the industry called the splinter net. So there's more and more countries, but also sometimes organizations that try and sort of carve out parts of the internet. Right. And we believe that's not the right way to go. So we're also having a lot of discussions about how can we protect sort of the core values, open, neutral, and allow people like you and me to have free access to whatever type of information. So both of those are important parts of our interviews, and we're passionate about both of them. So
yeah, amazing. So thank you so much for joining us here. I know as I said, it's been a great start to the show already for you, and lots of great conversations to come.
Absolutely,
for you and your clients and friends and partners in the industry. So for anyone who may be looking to connect with you during the week or after, when folks are home, how can they do that?
Yeah, so people being here, of course, can come to our stand. We're just at the exhibition floor with some of the team. They can go online and look at our internet at our website. Of course, on the internet, amsix.net, or of course through regular channels like LinkedIn and etc. So if they use AMS6 in their search, they'll find us. I'm sure.
All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and good luck to you and the rest of the AMS6 team for the rest of the week. And thank you, viewers, for tuning in to JSA TV, coming to today live from the floor of ITW at National Harbor. Stay tuned as we bring you more interviews throughout the rest of the day and week.